Hello again, welcome to today's attempt at the TimeGuessr puzzle. This is the game that tests your history knowledge and your geography knowledge. We'll be given a series of 5 photos like this one. For each one we have to say, where in the world was it taken? But we also have to say, when in history was it taken, anywhere from 1900 to 2025. You get more points the closer you are, both on the map and on the timeline. I usually aim for about 2/3 to 3/4 of the total available points. Who knows, it just depends whether I get lucky, depends how difficult they are. Let's see how we get on today, and of course feel free to play along at home and leave your guesses in the comments. We're starting with a relatively easy one, because I can see plenty of Bulgarian flags, and it also looks like a pretty modern photo, so the year shouldn't be too difficult either. That is a pretty modern set of smartphones, isn't it? Now I'm a little bit worried by the fact that nobody is wearing a mask, because that makes me think maybe it's before 2020, but the photo actually looks too modern, so I'm wondering if it's because it's 2025 and everyone's just stopped wearing masks by now. There was a period of time where if you were playing this game you could go no mask, therefore it's got to be at least 3 or 4 years old, but the trouble is now, because people have stopped wearing them, it could be 2019 or it could be 2025. I think it's more likely to be 2025, to be honest, so we'll go for that. And I mean, I might as well go in Sofia. This isn't really in the city though, is it? It's in the mountains. Let's go somewhere in the Balkans. Let's go Karlovo, never heard of it. Maybe I should pick somewhere with a stream, but it's only incremental gains, isn't it? As long as I'm relatively close, I'm okay with that. It was 2024. I'm a little bit annoyed to be 1 year off, to be honest. I thought I was spot on. 13.7 kilometres, that's not too bad. There we go, 9795 out of 10,000. I'm happy enough with that. If I get that on all 5, I'll be delighted. But I'm not going to get that on all 5, because this one looks a lot more difficult. Oh dear, let's zoom in. Grupo de Assalta. Now, Grupo sounds like Spanish for group. I suppose it also could be Italian or French for all I know. It's a black and white photo, which always makes it a lot more difficult to work out which flag this is. There's a bit of red and a bit of white, maybe? Peru has got red and white. I don't think it's in that pattern. I just thought of Peru because it's red and white and it possibly speaks Spanish. I mean, I don't know what flag that is. Where do I think these people might be from? They've got jeans. It's the Red Cross, is it? Is this going to be some kind of humanitarian crisis? That doesn't narrow it down. I mean, that's a guy with a gun, presumably an army person. Not all of these people behind him look like army people. Don't know what's going on down there. What is this actually? I was hoping it would be kind of the thing that you see people who work in supermarkets use to put the stickers on things that are going out of date. But I don't know. I don't think it is. Which doesn't help. I mean, Cuba? I don't think it's got that flag, but it's plausible from the language and from the fact that it would have been war-torn at one point. Is that guy wearing a sun hat? I mean, it does look pretty sunny, which is another reason it could be Cuba. This is just a super tricky one, isn't it? I don't know. What other flags do I know from Central America that it could be? I can't even see the flag in enough detail. Red, white, red could be Lebanon with a tree in the middle. I mean, it doesn't look like it on this one, but it looks like it could be red, white, red stripes on this one. I cannot tell whether it's in Africa, Asia or America. And obviously there's a chance it's in Europe or Australasia as well. So I've got no idea where it is or when it was. Oh dear, this is going to be as bad as the previous one was good. There's not even any cars to go on. At least if there's a car, I can have a guess about what point in history it is. I'm going to leave it at 1962, because any movement I make, I might be moving it in the wrong direction. Let's have one more zoom in on a flag. That is a star, isn't it? I'm just going to go Cuba and I'm going to be way off. Oh, it was just Mexico City, and it wasn't even war-torn. It was just an army nurse offering a drink to a soldier standing guard during an Independence Day military parade. Fair enough. Yeah, to be fair, I mean, it didn't specifically look war-torn. I just couldn't think of any other reasons why there would be a crowd of people, but I suppose there are lots of reasons. We just don't have military parades in this country. So that's why I didn't think of it. Apologies to any Mexicans. I wasn't trying to say anything about your country. I'm glad I went on the correct side of Cuba, I suppose. I was in the right continent, so I at least rescued some from the location. And I've only just noticed I got the year spot on. I got so many more points from that than I deserved. So many more than I thought I was going to get. Oh dear. Right. The White House Christmas tree. I don't know who that is. Is that a First Lady? It would help if I knew who it was, I suspect, because then I could narrow down the year. This is the White House. Okay, so location should be very easy. I mean, who do I think might have looked like that? I mean, it feels like it's going to be the 60s again, but we just had one that was 62. My hypothesis is that they never have two from the same decade. I've got no idea if that's true or not. Do I think this is 50s or 70s? I can think of arguments in both directions, but I'm going to go earlier. We'll go 55. And we will not waste any time thinking about the location, apart from to actually find the White House lawn. This is it this side or is it this side? That's as much as I can zoom out. I mean, is it there or is it right by the entrance? Is this the entrance? Let's just go there. Oh, it was 79. I knew it wasn't going to be the 60s. I just guessed wrong whether to move it earlier or later. I did not recognise Rosalind Carter. I'm not going to apologise for that. And it was the other corner. That's annoying. I lost one whole point on the location because of that. I got 0 on year, but I am not surprised. I got the 50-50 wrong on the year, basically. I was torn between 55 and 75 because I said I wasn't going to go for 60s. For photo quality, I just thought it was older. Oh, we got another black and white photo. Ring photo protected 30/12/04. Does that mean it was renovated in 2004, or does it mean it was taken in 1904? I mean, there is a very decent chance this was taken in 1904. I think, in the absence of any other information, we'll go for 1904. Advanced Greymouth, or Greymouth. The word advance, I mean, that's English. So the next question is, I don't recognise the place Greymouth, so I don't think it's Britain. But the trouble is, if you have English writing from 1904, it's either going to be America somewhere or it's going to be Australia. Those are from completely different parts of the globe. And even if I knew which of those continents or countries it was in, there's no guarantee I would know where in those countries it is. I mean, that looks like the flag of Trinidad. I'm not sure I mean Trinidad, but I think Trinidad is red with a black cross or a black stripe. That's a white cross. So it looks like it only in shape rather than in colour as well. What about all these other flags? They're not American or Australian. which is making it very tricky. But I mean, I guess that is that triangular or is it just a nautical flag? That has got an emblem that looks like the Albanian flag. But Greymouth surely is not in Albania. And advance is definitely not an Albanian word. What is this? Red and white? It's not... I mean, it's not the Albanian flag either. I don't know. That easily could be Stars and Stripes, I suppose. We'll go 1904. I've already done that. Oh, well, it could be anywhere. It could be the other side of the world. It could be the other side of the country, but we'll go there. It was 1904. It was New Zealand. That's why I didn't recognise it as being in Australia. That's my excuse. Oh dear. At least we got 12 for location. It could have been worse. But again, I mean, it was a 50-50. To be fair, even if I'd gone in Australia, I'd have gone for Melbourne, I think. Probably somewhere down here. I'd have been closer, but I would still have been quite far away. So maybe I didn't actually cost myself too many points by guessing wrong between America and Australia. Anyway, what about this last one? Absolu savu zemi. Interesting. Not a language I recognise, but it is the English alphabet. That says welcome something. That I cannot read. What is going on here? Is this a map of a country? Or a region? I mean, this is the sea. You'd have thought. That looks like a boat, and so does that. This doesn't look like a boat, though. So is it just one part of a larger country? The only time I've seen Zemi, I feel like I've heard of it in conjunction with the Taino or Taino dynasty or civilization, Taino. But can I remember what part of the world that civilization is from, and is it going to help me anyway? I mean, I want to say South Africa. Is that plausible? It's probably just going to end up being America again, because that looks like Stars and Stripes. There's a telly. It's not in black and white. We've already had something in the 60s and something in the 70s. So we'll go for 85 on this one. Yeah, I suppose it even could be 90s. Maybe I'll go a little bit later. We'll hedge our bets between 80s and 90s by going for 90s. By 90 specifically. I think I'm going to have to assume that that is an American flag, even though I'm completely unconvinced about the rest of the photo being in America. Is the south of Africa, is there any part of it that is this shape? Oh, there is, you know. Could it be this area? Is this Cape Columbine? Oh, I really want to go for America because of that flag, but I also really want to go for South Africa. Is there any part of America, I suppose that's the next question, that is that shape? It would have to be this coast, wouldn't it? I think maybe we need to zoom in even more. No, I thought there was going to be a hook like this, but there wasn't. Let's go up the coast. Could it be this? Oh, I mean, I'm sure there's things that are this shape in so many countries. It kinda could be this, couldn't it? That's Monterey. We'll remember that and we'll come back to it. Because there easily could be other areas. It's not going to be South Africa or America after this, is it? Yeah, there we get up to Canada. I don't think it can be America. I don't know why there's a red, white and blue flag here. I mean, I suppose it could be anything. It doesn't have to be a red, white and blue flag. I'll be very annoyed if it's America. But I'm going to go back to my original hypothesis. We're going to go for South Africa. We'll go somewhere in this area, I guess. There's not really a whole lot of cities, which does make me doubt myself. But if I'm not going to go here, I've got no idea where I'm going to go. We'll just go in St. Helena Bay, even though it's clearly wrong. Oh, it was Latvia. That was not on my radar at all. Oh, we only got 12 for location yet again. What I'm learning is it's very difficult to get 0 for location. Let's zoom right in. It's there. Well, to be honest, even if I thought it might be Latvian, that is not the same shape. So, the whole area is the same shape though, isn't it? Okay, I'll let them off. They were learning about where they live in Riga or in the outskirts. Fair enough. Latvian people know what a map of Latvia looks like. Who knew? That's frustrating. At least we got some points for the year. That was very much all or nothing. 64,000, or 64% rather, I should say. 65% basically. Yeah, a little bit less than the 2/3 I said I was aiming for, but so close. That makes a very interesting breakdown. I got the first one pretty much spot on. The second one, I got the year spot on, but was way off on the location. And then the last 3, I was really close on one of them and really far away on the other. This one I got the location spot on and the year terrible, and then these 2 I got the year brilliant and the location awful. I'm not sure I've ever got 2 locations so far off in a row. That is... I mean, look at how long some of those lines are. Not my best performance. Definitely not my worst. And I feel like there were a few tricky ones there. Well done if you did better than I did. You probably did. I just assumed that most people do better than me. Anyway, thank you if you stuck with me to the end. This has been my longest video for a long time. This is longer even than my TimeGuessr videos normally go, because I thought so long and it was all for naught. Oh dear. Anyway, thank you for watching, and bye for now.